Welcome back, everyone. Now let's talk about optimizing combo starters. This is a little bit of a touchy topic because each character is very different. So I'm only sharing with you theory, and this is theory based on Cammy and my experience playing her online. What do I mean by optimizing combo starting damage? How you choose to begin your combo, not only does it determine the route, the combo route you're going to use, but also it's going to determine the amount of damage you're going to get for that combo. Ideally, you want to make sure that each touch that you get in a game is leading you to the maximum potential damage for that given situation. So for example, Cammy's jab is 4 frames. It starts up in 4 frames and then it's active. Cammy's heavy punch is 8 frames. So on the 8th frame it becomes active. This argument can be made that, oh well, that would mean since heavy punch does 800, jab does 300, that means I would have to start every combo with heavy punch because it would lead to more damage than starting a combo with jab, right? That's someone who's not thinking things through. Yes, that's the case, but in an event that the opponent is only minus 4 frames negative, that means you can only punish them with a 4-frame move. So that logic goes out the window. So each situation, we treat it individually. What is my optimal damage per frame that I have the opportunity to attack, whether it's with punishing, whether it's punishing a block, special move, whatever it may be. So with Cammy, there are a few things that I've realized within my play. Crouch medium kick is a button that you will land pretty consistently, especially if you can react. Crouch medium kick into drive rush is a very common combo. This catches people trying to shimmy, this catches people trying to stand up, this catches people trying to throw tech, this catches people whiffing. This is very common button to land. Very common button. There's one problem though. It's good range, fair and fine. You get your special move cancels, all fair and fine, but the problem is the scaling afterwards. This into drive rush already gets additional scaling because it's coming from a low attack. So most of the long combos that you get from this button, whether it's button into drive rush, button into special move, button into super, there will be the scaling added to it that it started from a crouch medium kick. It's the sad reality that you have to face for having such a utility button. So if we're looking at raw damage output and I have the opportunity to attack and the opponent is open 8 frames, I wouldn't want to do crouch medium kick. Instead, I would rather go for crouch medium punch. Crouch medium punch has good range, almost as good range as crouch medium kick, and it doesn't suffer from the same scaling that crouch medium kick into drive rush, for example, would suffer. This, if we're comparing the two buttons, crouch medium kick versus crouch medium punch, chances are you'd get better damage coming from this one than you would this one. Depending on the combos, of course, depending on the situations and the characters. Cammy's crouch medium punch doesn't special cancel, but it's still plus enough to get an attack afterwards. In this case, we could then argue stand medium punch is a more unique and very specialized button when it comes to Cammy. It's not something that you readily use. Good for meaties, good for frame traps, those kinds of situations. So we'll leave it be for now. Let's look at her light attacks. Stand light kick, good range, very good range, allows you for many unique options just because of its range. That doesn't actually combo, but this does it very max range, but it's 5 frames. That's what you sacrifice for that. Jab, 4 frames, doesn't get the same treatment, it misses. So in that case, you have to then see, basing on your feel, basing on your knowledge of the enemy's frame data, when do you mostly get 5-frame situations? If those are more common than 4-frame situations, then light kick becomes your go-to button. Of course, the combo routes can vary button to button, but it depends on the frame of the light situation. So now what have we seen? Stand light kick versus light punch or crouch light punch usually leads to better combo situations. Let's see. Nope, doesn't combo. So in this case, light kick gets better damage than stand light punch. We know that crouch medium punch gets more damage in terms of scaling than crouch medium kick, just because of the law that combos started from crouch medium kick have additional scaling on them. So you'd rather go for the crouch medium punch instead. And then heavy punch, of course, is probably your highest possible damage. So if we're looking at Kami, any time you can start a combo with standing heavy punch, chances are you are going towards your maximum damage and maximum combo potential, because drive rush, a heavy punch into drive rush allows you to get your crouch heavy punch. It allows you to get stand heavy punch. I believe it even allows you to get back and forward heavy kick. Nope, not forward heavy kick, but definitely back heavy kick. And you start getting the biggest possible damage for a button that's also special cancelable. Is forward advancing, and it's 8 frames. Very good, very good. +2 on hit. If you are looking for the biggest possible punish, maybe for a blocked reversal, that's when this button comes in. Crouch heavy punch, 10 frame startup, +7 on hit. Oh, actually it's doing 100 damage less. Wow, okay, I'm learning something new. This is not actually as potent as this if we're looking at button for button. So let's see, heavy punch into, this is 2296, but then this is not special cancelable. This always has to go into this. Crouching heavy punch into crouch medium punch is optimal with no counter is required. After drive rush into heavy punch is the one where it gets the most damage, I believe. So let's compare. Bam, bam, 1500, bam. This doesn't combo into itself actually, so this is only +6. Okay. Bam, bam. Oh. Okay, I don't know if that would be optimal in that situation, but that's 2-2. This is 2-4. So I guess you then have to ask yourself, like, what are you going for? Is it the whiff punish situation? Because this button is stationary. That's how you then realize what kind of combo you're going for. Did I block a reversal? Optimal damage. Am I going for the whiff punish? Optimal damage. But this would have to be into drive rush to really milk it of its potential on what you can do with it. So when we're now talking about the damage potential of buttons, as you can see, not every button is made the same. Jab, quick, relatively good range for the speed, but you're not getting the same options as standing light kick. But then standing light kick won't punish everything that a jab can, so you have to weigh your options. Crouch medium kick, very good range, very good range, and it's a low. But then the combo scaling is nerfed by design. Crouch medium punch, exceptional range, but it's not a low. It can be blocked standing or crouching, changes absolutely nothing. But then it doesn't suffer from the same scaling that crouch medium kick does. Usually a stand medium kick and a stand medium punch are unique in what they do, so treat those with care. Heavy punch versus crouch heavy punch, it depends. Big punish on reversal, crouch heavy punch. Big punish on drive impact, crouch heavy punch. With punish situations, stand heavy punch would be more optimal because of speed and distance. Heavy kick is mostly a whiff punishing tool. There are no combos you get after this. I wish that the counter hit version had some type of conversion, whether it be in the corner or full screen or something. I wish it got more options. Back heavy kick and forward heavy kick are very specific to combos, so I won't talk about them. So that is the kind of thought process, the theory behind damage optimization. If you see me playing Kami and if you see me going for damage, you mostly see the following buttons: crouch heavy punch drive rush, crouch medium punch very rarely, but that's where crouch medium kick wins because of its utility. Jab drive rush to me is more used than light kick drive rush. That's because of speed and options. But if you see me burnt out, that's when you'll start seeing light kick, because light kick will lead me to my most possible damage with no meter, and it's got a good range too. So treat each character differently, treat each character specific, case to case, frame to frame, and then you can build the building blocks of your combos based on which buttons are dealing the most damage. You have to know why you are using the buttons you are using, and this will lead to optimal damage. I hope this helped someone out there, and I'll talk to you soon.